is Jeopardy!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Jeopardy! I was supposed to be in a Bed Wars duo session in heaven with Mark Twain, Grumpy Cat, and Robin Williams today, but instead, I'm here babysitting the presidential nursing home escapees once again.
No one asked, Alex. No one cares. I'm the king of America, okay? And if you disobey me, I'll annex Canada faster than I win this game. And trust me, I win everything. It's called winning. You've never seen anything like it before. Believe me, folks.
Donald, we are all glad to see you today. We didn't expect you to make it after your very public divorce with your wife, Elon Musk.
Look, he took the kids, he took the money, and quite frankly, even stole my innocence and virginity, folks. But guess what? I got Eric back, weird face and all. Elon didn't even want him. How sad. But I still have the McDonald's VIP pass, okay? So who's the real winner? I am. Always. Let's do this.
I'm still mad I got tackled by the Secret Service on my way in. I told them I was just bringing my emotional support sword.
Joe, you were carrying a literal sword.
Fortnite Diamond sword. It's part of my loadout. And I had the pickaxe too, but they confiscated it in my golden ice cream cone. It doesn't last long anyway, but still.
Joe, that was a Minecraft sword, not Fortnite. Come on, man. And you really shouldn't be bringing weapons to a trivia show.
Sorry, Alex. I thought this was Survivor. When's Tribal Council, Jeff? I think I want to vote off Drake first. He is always stalking me in my DMs. And the Hail to the Bros Human Resources team is permanently AFK.
Bruh.
And Bill traumatized them with his shirt off.
Trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, because I want to at least look pretty before you decide to fuck me!
You motherfucker, it's Alex. And even Steve from Blue's Clues Mail Time song has more cognitive clarity than this panel.
But it's true. And Joe, you should know by now this isn't Survivor, it's Jeopardy. That's why we're here, genius.
Let's all try to keep it civil, unlike the 2020 debates. Remember those, Donald?
I remember winning. That's what I did. That was the last day. Biden didn't go 10 minutes without a diaper after he shit himself on air. That was a tremendous W, and I'm not talking about George. Just like how I won Risk against Ronald Reagan, Eminem, and Kim Jong Un last Thursday. Tremendous strategy.
Should have brought my Beyblade. That would have shown him.
I should have stayed in the Afterlife Bed Wars lobby. Why couldn't you call Ken to do this?
Alex, if I win, I want my prize to be Avril Lavigne's phone number. I know she still thinks about me, and I want to hack her concert with YMCA and Kid Rock, not some whiny melodies from a 40-year-old man. Child.
Donald, let's focus on the game. No one wants to hear about your imaginary Avril Lavigne fan fiction.
It's not fan fiction, Barack. It's an alternate timeline. Like Marvel.
Does Avril have any ice cream? You know she's Canadian, right? Maybe her ice cream has maple syrup and Tim Hortons to go with it.
All right, enough presidential rambling. Let's get this train wreck started. Today's categories: history, food, pop culture, music, gaming, and famous people. One of these categories has Miu Iruma in it. Not my fault. She hacked the production server again. The devs are too scared to stop her.
Miu? I told her to be in famous people. She's more famous than Sleepy Joe's approval rating. And more useful, too.
That's funny, Donnie. Real funny. You'll be laughing when I sweep the food category. I still remember the Colonel's original recipe. He whispered it to me once in a dream.
Just a heads up, if he starts talking to inanimate objects again, I'm leaving.
You're all going down. I've got more trivia knowledge in my pinky than Joe has in his remaining neurons.
Hey, my neurons are very much still in negotiation with the rest of my body.
All right, contestants, buzzers at the ready. Audience, hold your applause. And for the love of whatever version of God still listens to this timeline, don't encourage them.
Let's start with famous people for 1,000. I see my name up there in gold letters, as it should be.
I miss Bed Wars, and you fat tangerine bloated piece of shit, I'm not ready yet. We have to let the meme play.
Wait a minute. Was it a 60-pound or an 80-pound bag?
All right, we'll begin with Barack. I'm letting you pick the first category, Barack, because you're the only one who doesn't post conspiracy theories about me at 3 in the morning, mistake me for Jeff Probst, or try to sell NFTs of the White House gift shop or Bibles with their face on them.
Appreciate it, Alex. Let's go with famous people for 400.
He was a member of the Beatles and was tragically assassinated in 1980.
Who is John Lennon?
Correct. 400 points to Obama.
Of course he knew that. Lenin was a communist.
Hey, that's not fair. I was the fifth Beatle, you know. They kicked me out after I kept messing up Can't Buy Me Love, kept singing Can't Buy Me Lunch by accident. Honest mistake.
I got blisters on my fingers!
Joe, that never happened.
Yes, it did. Paul said I brought vibes, but Ringo got jealous of my tambourine skills.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
We were probably kicked out of the Wiggles, not the Beatles.
Let's move on before we start rewriting music history with crayons. Barack, pick again.
Let's go with food for 400, Alex.
This dessert is Joe Biden's reported favorite.
What is pumpkin pie?
Oh my God, he forgot his own favorite dessert.
Joe, seriously, pumpkin pie? Every third photo of you has an ice cream cone. There are children in Mongolia who know that.
The man built his entire 2020 platform around chocolate chip, and now it's pumpkin pie. This is elder abuse, but self-inflicted.
People are allowed to change their opinions. I've evolved. It's 2025 or 2037. I don't even know anymore.
Joe, I think you're lying to yourself more than you lie to the teleprompter.
You know what? Fine. It's ice cream. It's always been ice cream. I'm sorry, Phil.
Who is Phil?
The guy who works at the Baskin-Robbins next to the Scranton train station. He always gives me an extra scoop if I talk about Amtrak.
That's not even a real train station anymore, Joe. It's a vape shop now.
Honestly, Joe flipping on ice cream is the biggest betrayal since Mike Pence didn't steal the election from me.
I was under pressure. I had just eaten lunch. And didn't you give up Pence to the orphanage?
Joe, this is Jeopardy, not The Amazing Race.
Wait, so we're not traveling the world? I was wondering why Phil Kyogan looked so different. He looked like burnt onions.
Ew.
All right, Barack still controls the board. Please choose wisely before Joe tries to board a flight to Tokyo mid-round.
Adam, we could use the head start.
Is this not the Tokyo Drift round?
Next category, Barack.
Let's stick with famous people for 800, Alex.
He was the first president of the United States.
Who is George Clooney? About time I remembered his name.
I'm sorry, what?
Clooney. I've been forgetting that guy's name forever. We had a fundraiser last year in LA. I kept calling him Danny DeVito. He was so polite about it, too. Offered me a Nespresso. Or maybe that was DeVito. One of the Georges, anyway.
Joe, come on, man.
George Clooney? Are you stupid? What is going on in that skull, Joe? It's not even a smoothie. It's just dust and weird gas station beef jerky logic.
The correct answer, of course, was George Washington. Joe, you are now at negative 1,200.
That's fine. I like the underdog arc.
This isn't a Rocky movie, Joe.
Barack, let's see if you can steer us out of this nosedive. Pick your next category.
Music for 400, Alex.
This Canadian punk pop singer is known for Skater Boy and Complicated.
Who is Avril Ramona Lavigne? Her name makes my ears hurt.
Correct.
And not just that, she's a Canadian robot built in a government lab in Ottawa, programmed to subliminally steal listener data through high-frequency lyrics. The real Avril died in 2003. The one today, complete clone. Fake. I've seen her charging in a USB-C port at a Tim Hortons. How sad.
This man's been on Reddit for too long.
That is so absurdly wrong, I'm taking away your points out of spite. You're at negative 400 now.
Rigged! This game is as rigged as a Georgia voting machine in 2020.
Nevertheless, Donald, you still control the board. Choose your next topic.
Fine. Gaming for 1,000, because I'm a gamer. True gamer president. I'm the one who puts hail and hail to the bros. True story, folks.
This online game platform lets users play and create games, often with avatars and obbies.
What is Roblox?
Correct?
And let me tell you something. Putin hasn't been on the My Little Pony roleplay server for weeks. He used to play Celestia, Twilight, and Spike. Now he's off trolling Zelensky on Minecraft, hardcore mode. Just chaos. I had to grief his lava base myself, and he rage quit.
That's not trolling, Donald. That's a war waging in real life.
It's digital diplomacy, Obama, you wouldn't understand. You play Stardew Valley with your daughters and cry when your tomatoes wilt.
You're just mad Bush hasn't logged in, Barack. You two were doing that Fluttershy and Discord romantic role play. You even had the couple's skin pack.
Who told you about that? Who gave Biden his meds today? Anyone? Kamala, Jill, Hunter?
What pills? Are we supposed to get those?
All right, all right. Obama's therapist is texting me. We're going to move on before someone calls 911. We'll be right back with more Jeopardy if we're not shut down by the puppy killers at Homeland Security first. Donald, you're up. Try to make this one civil, please. We have many traumatized kids watching at home.
Pop culture for 600, Alex, and no funny business this time, unless it's Family Guy. That show's funny business.
This chemistry teacher turned meth kingpin is the main character of Breaking Bad. Also, Jane is best girl XOXO. She was robbed. What the fuck?
Who is? Walter White, the one who knocks. Bam! Take that, Donald. I knew watching every season during COVID lockdown in Hunter's basement on his laptop would pay off eventually. I watched that instead of campaigning since I was too scared of Donald during most of the campaign.
You watched it muted, Joe, with no subtitles. You thought Jesse was his son. And someone needs to tariff the editor who the fuck simps for Jane? No bitches, huh? Joe and Barack can relate to that. Oh, and when Laura kicks George out of the house and Jeb, no one is forgetting about Jeb.
Look, the important thing is Walter White's mama, Betty White, outlived him. It's tragic, and Jane is pretty hot. I'd let her step on me and let her put her cigarette out with my remaining 2 chest hairs. I should go get my next knee surgery with her. Does anyone have her phone number? Oh, wait.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and Betty told me last week we were on a date at Applebee's. Half price at apps, mozzarella sticks. She was crying in the booth. Says she misses her son, Walt. Said filming Hot in Cleveland was tough, knowing what he did in New Mexico. What was it? Oh, yeah, he sold pirated Mario Party games.
Joe, Betty White and Walter White are not related.
And Betty White is dead. I saw the tributes. Even I shed a tear. And I don't cry unless I see a burnt Big Mac. Someone drone strike Biden's zesty ass for the sake of humanity, please.
Joe, you are correct that it was Walter White. That brings you to only negative 600. A miracle. But Betty White is not related to Walter. He's a fictional character. And Betty is, again, no longer with us.
That's what they want you to believe, Kim Kardashian.
What did you just call me, mofo?
Kim, looking good today, sweetheart.
Biden just called Trebek Kim Kardashian. Put that in the Smithsonian.
We're going to get sued by Canada and Hulu.
I'm annexing Canada. Don't worry, Barack.
Joe, since you somehow got that question right, go ahead and pick the next category. Try not to call me another celebrity.
All right. Pop culture for 400.
This Minecraft YouTuber was remembered for the phrase, Technoblade never dies.
Who is Technoblade? One of the greats. Tremendous creator. Honestly, I didn't cry when Melania left. Okay, temporary separation. But I did cry when I saw his goodbye video.
That was a rough one, man. Even Sasha teared up. She called me a cringe boomer afterward, but still.
Look, I know we joke around a lot, but real talk. Technoblade was incredible. Funny, sharp, better than Dream by a mile. I would have invited him to the White House, legitimately.
Technoblade never dies. Amen. I may be a senile old corpse, but even I still remember him.
Correct, Donald. You're up to 1,000 points, and strangely, that was touching.
I contain multitudes, Alex. I'm like Shakespeare, but orange, and way better at Twitter.
Shall we keep going?
Let's before Joe thinks Technoblade is a type of surgical procedure.
Wait, he isn't?
Donald, you're up. Choose wisely. I'd like to get back to my Bed Wars match in heaven with Robin Williams before sundown.
Gaming for 200, Alex. And don't worry, I'll be quick. I already won in my head.
This sandbox game features creepers, redstone, and endless blocky creativity.
That's got to be the Oregon Trail.
Chicken jockey! The Oregon Trail? What the hell, Joe? You literally played Minecraft with Baron last night.
Joe, come on, man. You tried to smuggle a Minecraft diamond sword into the studio and screamed, "I must protect Notch," when security tackled you.
Yeah, but see, on the Oregon Trail, I mined for dysentery. In Minecraft, I just kept eating zombie meat.
You ate the zombie meat, and you built a dirt house that looked like a soggy waffle.
I remember now, I named my horse Creeper. Thought it was ironic. Anyway, Jimmy Fallon, what's the next one?
Joe, I am not Jimmy Fallon, and stop calling me that.
My bad, Stephen Colbert.
Back to you, Donald. Save me. And Joe, from now on, I'm calling you George Bush, bitch. Yeah, how does that feel? Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's go big. History for 1000.
This ancient civilization built the pyramids in Egypt.
Who are the ancient Egyptians?
That is correct. Thank Ra, someone still has a functioning brain.
It should have been, what is Trump Tower, Cairo, but fine.
Barack, you have the board.
Pop culture for 800, Alex?
This Marvel superhero wields a hammer and is based on Norse mythology.
Who is Thor?
Correct again. Someone's on fire.
Probably the same someone who let Michael control the Netflix queue back in the day before he turned into the Hulk. No wonder you knew that.
Wait, Thor's the guy with the lightning frisbee, right?
That's Cap, Joe. Thor has the big hammer. Remember? You called it a godly plunger.
Oh, I thought he was unclogging the Bifrost. My bad.
All right, folks, this episode's been longer than one of Trump's unpaid legal bills. We've got time for 2 more questions, then it's Final Jeopardy. If I don't lose my mind beforehand, pick wisely.
Only 2? I haven't insulted half the continent yet.
Just be glad we haven't gotten to name a Canadian singer who isn't Drake.
Is Celine Dion still real or did she melt? Oh wait, that's Mariah Carey. Every winter. My bad.
Moving on, Barack, it's your board. Please, for the love of every late-night host in the afterlife, choose something sane.
Let's go music for 600, Alex.
This moonwalking pop icon sang Thriller and Billie Jean.
Who's Michael Jackson? No question. Total legend, absolute superstar. I miss him every day. Moonwalked better than Biden walks forward.
Mike and I used to hang out all the time. Great guy, real classy. We used to sniff kids together backstage before his shows.
What the hell is wrong with you? My ears are bleeding. My ears. I just praised the man. You're fake news.
Joe? No, absolutely not. Retract that entire sentence like it's a campaign promise.
Joe, please, for your own good, just sit there and look nostalgic. Donald, you're up.
Let's do history for 600. I'm feeling patriotic.
This unsinkable ship tragically sank in 1912 after hitting an iceberg.
The Titanic. I was there, Alex. I remember it all. The cold wind, the deck. I met a guy named Jack. Total heartthrob. And a gal named Rose. Redhead. Could draw like Bob Ross. I danced in 3rd class. Drank absinthe with the rats. And at the end, I let go too.
What is he even saying?
I wrote the Titanic story. All of it. James Cameron stole it from my travel journal in '96 while we were in a hot tub time machine together. He promised he'd only use it for inspiration. Instead, he took everything, even the drawing scene.
I'm filing a class action lawsuit against this level of stupidity. I'm losing IQ points just standing next to him. That's a major human rights violation. Even Nancy Pelosi and little Adam Schiff might agree with me on this one.
For that deranged little cruise through fiction and fever dreams, I'm docking you 99,999 points, Joe. Negative 99,399 points, Joe. New record. Guinness is calling. You didn't even answer the right way. I can't anymore.
That's fine. I didn't want to win anyway. I'm leaving. I have 10 missed calls from Corn Pop.
You can't leave during Jeopardy.
You better give me back my Minecraft sword, Kim Jong Un, or I swear I'll storm the studio with a creeper in each pocket.
Good grief.
Yeah, no, I'm done here. I guess I won, huh? That's nice, but I need to go now before Bill sexually harasses Black Widow again.
That was a good game, Barack, but if this game wasn't rigged, I would have won in a landslide. Remember to like and subscribe on the way out, folks. Believe me, you won't regret it. Now, excuse me, I have to go to Epstein Island, since everyone knows that now, apparently. Thanks, Elon.
I'll join you, Donald. From all of us at Jeopardy, we hope you have a good night. Now, excuse me, I have to go edge and get a low taper fade since it's 2025 now.